So hopefully these techniques are working well for you. And just to let you know that those techniques are available in this CD as well of Little Voice Mastery that you can use anytime to reprogram that little voice between your ears in 30 seconds or less. I call this my $500,000 CD. You know why 500,000? Because that's easily what I have personally spent on personal development training and coaching for me probably over the last 10 years. And why do you think I spent that kind of money on coaching for me? Well, the reason is because I know that I'm the problem. I know that the distance between anything that I want is the distance between my right ear and my left ear. And so many years ago when I realized that, I became as much a fanatic about going after what's going on in here and getting that cleaned up as anything else I had done in my life till that point. And compiled them all here, my best teachers, my best mentors, and their techniques taught to me teaching them to you. Think about people like Michael Jordan. How would you like to have the same thought process, the same anchoring process that Michael Jordan uses the split seconds before he would take the last shot of a game? That technique is in here. Maybe you've heard of Andre Agassi, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. When he went into a slump, the same process that he was taught is the one we teach you in here. Barbra Streisand, one of the greatest singers of all time. I don't know if you know this, but she had horrible stage fright at one point in her career, but the same process that got her over the stage fright, that technique is in here too. So I highly recommend that you get this CD set for when you're running, when you're jogging, when you're in your car, when you're by yourself, to reprogram and listen to again and again and again. I was just at a conference in Las Vegas, and a young woman from Australia had come all the way from Australia to this conference to hear me speak. And she came up to me in tears. I said, "What is the problem?" She says, "You can't imagine what has happened to me." I said, "What?" She said, several years ago, she goes, "My life was upside down. It was terrible. I was at the end of a divorce. I was broke. Nothing was working in my life. And my boss was throwing away some trash." And he says, "If there's any in this box that you want, I just cleaned out my desk, you can have it." And a couple of these CDs were in the box. Well, she said, "I listened to those CDs every single day for an entire year." She goes, "It turned my life around." She goes, "I'm happily married now. I've built my business. My kids are great. I've got the money to travel around the world." And she goes, "To this day, I am still listening to those CDs because when my little voice is beating me up and I don't have the strength to do it myself, I've got the Little Voice CDs in there to continue the reprogramming, to continue to keep me at the level that I need to be." So I highly encourage you to check it out and have your own personal Little Voice coach working with you every single day, 24/7.